everyone, welcome to today's vlog. I'm very excited to share this one with you. Today I'm going to be, well, tonight I should say, but today when you're watching this, I'm going to be showing you what I got my husband and my daughter for their birthday that they share, and I'm going to wrap all their presents because, you guys, I've been looking at my stats for my channel over the past like 2 months. One of the top videos that keeps popping up of being watched lately is like my wrap with me videos, and like last year's wrap with me. I have seen so many people watching my Christmas videos, and let me just say, I love it. It makes me so excited because you guys are my people. I love Christmas, I totally feel you. But since we're not quite there yet, I thought it would be so fun to do a birthday wrap with me, because tomorrow, this is the eve, birthday eve, in our house. So my daughter is turning 10 tomorrow, and she was born on my husband's birthday. So they share a birthday, and it's something very special around here. It's always falls on Thanksgiving weekend for us. We're Canadian, and it's just a really fun weekend. And since I'm just sitting here wrapping and watching a nice cozy autumn movie, I'm going to watch You've Got Mail. I watch it a few times every fall, and I was going to be wrapping and doing this anyway, and I really wanted to show you guys what I got my daughter and my husband. I figured it'd be the perfect opportunity to film a fun cozy wrap with me video, so I hope you guys enjoy this. Again, one, I share gift things because people are curious. I'm curious. I love seeing what people get other people, but also because if you have, like, Christmas is coming up, birthdays are all year, and if you have a kid that is similar age or has similar interests or anything, or a spouse with similar interests to my husband, if you have a really nerdy husband, these can be really helpful for, like, to use as gift guides. So that is why I share. But without further ado, it is late. It is 10. I wanted to make sure that my kids were both really solidly asleep with no chance of any eavesdropping or anything. So without further ado, let's get started. I'm going to show you, I think, what I got my husband first. I got 4 things for my husband. He is so hard to shop for. He has so many hobbies, so that makes it kind of easy, but we really don't like overbuying. We don't like to have too much cluttery stuff. Like, we don't like to have stuff just for the sake of having stuff. So that makes really difficult shopping. And when you're trying to buy for somebody who really feels like they have everything they need, it becomes difficult. But I feel like I did a pretty good job. I'm always so nervous to buy him presents because it's hard, because you, like, I don't know, I obviously know a lot about his hobbies because I'm like constantly involved. He's telling me all about them every single day, but still, when you don't do something and you're trying to buy things for somebody who does do that thing, it's very intimidating, if that made sense. But anyway, okay, one of the things, so my husband is super nerdy. If you guys watch, you know this. So he paints. He's a beautiful artist when it comes to painting miniatures, and so we love Redbubble for shirts. They have really good quality shirts that last years and years, and we love them. So this shirt says 2 thin coats. He knows about this one because he picked it out, honestly, but the other ones he has no idea what they are. So, but this is hilarious. I'm gonna wrap this up for him. 2 thin coats. It's just like a reference to like painting and how much paint goes. It's basically like a painting nerd meme. It's anyway, he loves that. I like that he got gray. It's gonna look really good on him. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to show you is not something I can actually show you. So one of the hobbies, like I said, my husband paints miniatures. So like, he paints miniatures for Warhammer, D&D, things like that. He 3D prints and paints things that have nothing to do with games and whatnot for like commissions, so he's always painting things. It's something he loves, and now something he kind of does on the side, and he does a lot of airbrushing as well. He's like 2 floors away, he can't hear me. I can't open this because well, in a second you'll find out why. So I got him an airbrushing shelter like it's like this pop-up tent thing. I'll get him, like I'll show you guys in a vlog, so just keep an eye out over the next week, and eventually I'll just like show it in a random vlog. But I just can't open it up because it's gonna like pop out, like almost like a pop-out tent. So it's just like this comes, I don't know, like this is how big the top is, so you can get a picture of, like it's like pretty big, but it'll pop out and he can put his airbrush and all of his supplies and things inside of it, and that way he can airbrush on his desk and paint his minis without paint going everywhere. Right now he's just using, like, he just uses a box, and I just wanted to get him something nicer and a little more professional, just so he could just, I really want his space for him to just feel like his like little getaway from everything, you know. And I thought this would, I really hope he likes it. I think he will. This is right up his alley. So I saw this and was like, perfect. Like this is something he will like, because he's just, again, he's using a box. So he's like, oh, this is good enough, but I can do him one better and get him something that he can actually use that's a little more professional. I'm going to show you this next because this is kind of along the same lines of his hobby stuff. So not only does he paint miniatures, but he also builds them. So I got him this magnified light, and I can open this one up and show you. So this is like a magnifying glass and a ring light, and it has a remote, and it has like 12 different lighting settings, so he can make it as intense or as low as he wants depending on what he's doing. And it has like 3 different variations of like shades of light. So it's like a really, like a white light, like a yellow light, something else. But it just looks like this on the inside. So this is actually like, I don't want to take it out because I want him to be able to do that, but it has a remote setting and it attaches onto his desk, so it can like bend over and get right under, and it's like it swivels so he can like move it and like look at things when he's building or painting really fine detailed stuff. He has some stuff like this, but he doesn't have as nice of a one. As nice of a one? He doesn't have one that is as nice as this. So I really wanted to get him something, because also it's just like, I feel like this is kind of a gift for his eyeballs as well, because I don't want him to get into classes before he needs them, if he needs them. So anything that's going to help his eyes out and like reduce the strain is really good. So I think he'll really like this, and I know he'll put it to use, and I know this is something he's going to use every single day. But again, it's just something he'd be like, oh, what I have is fine, I don't need anything else. So I wanted to get him something that was better. Now those are all a little more practical and everything, and this is practical, but this is something a little more special, and this is probably the thing I'm most nervous to give him, because I don't know, it's so hard to buy something like this for somebody. So my husband plays D&D every single week, and he runs, like, he is the DM, he's the storyteller, and he runs D&D as a whole at a local hobby store here. So he like coordinates everybody's D&D games and blah blah blah. So he's constantly packing D&D stuff to and from, and on Wednesdays he goes to work and usually takes his D&D stuff with him, and then he like brings it from work to D&D. Obviously that was like long-winded and unnecessary, but he has some like fine bags, but I've been really hunting for a bag for him that he really likes messenger bags, and he's had the same messenger bag since he was like 16, that he's just like, it's a nostalgia thing, he loves it, and I don't want to replace that. But because he's like a working professional and he has like a high dress job, and he often will bring his stuff to work with him, so like sometimes he leaves it in the car or whatever, but I just wanted him to have something really nice that would fit all of his stuff and that would last him a really long time and be a really good quality piece. So I bought him this beautiful small company leather messenger bag, like briefcase. So it's got a big strap on the inside. I'll show you it. So it's like an actual messenger bag, but it's like super good quality, like really well crafted. It's like from a small ethically sourced company, which you guys know is really important to me, stuff like that. But I wanted something that was going to last him, also look professional, so he could take it to work and nobody would know it's like all his D&D stuff. So it's this, I'm so nervous to give this to him because this is such a wild card. Like, I just really hope he likes it. So it's really beautiful. It opens up and there's like a big pouch here and a zipper with lots of space. And then there's another pouch here, and everything's like green canvas, which I really like inside. And it's just wonderful quality. Like, the stitching is really beautiful. Like, so inside the bag, you can see it's like there's a compartment. There's a compartment. There's the center compartment with the strap. And there's a whole bunch of pockets, and there's a bunch of pin pockets, which is really good for him. And then there's another compartment, and back here there's another compartment, and it opens up to be like really quite, I don't want to stretch it because I want him to do that and like stretch it on his own. But it opens up to be a very, very large bag, which is exactly what he needs because I don't like, okay, so not very many people are familiar with D&D. So he carries around like a lot of books. So he has like a lot of big textbooks, like gameplay books, and he has to keep a lot of notes, and because he's the DM, which is like the storyteller, he's basically the narrator of the games. So he has lots of like books and notebooks and, you know, like cards and all these accessories that he needs to pack around. So I wanted to give him something that he could keep his main stuff in and just take around, and he could like not have to worry about like packing it to work and leaving it at his desk or something during the day on Wednesdays. And this is going to last him years and years. And another reason I bought leather is because his dad works with leather, and he's like really talented at doing just like leather as a hobby. So I figured if anything were to happen to this bag, not only could I send it to the company and they would repair it, but if it got some wear and tear, his dad would be able to repair it quite easily, I think. So that's just another benefit. And there's also a zipper pouch in the back. And this will like change with age, and it will change color, and like each bag is slightly different. Anyway, I just really hope he likes it. So that is what I got for my husband, and now let's show you really quickly what I got for, or what we got for our daughter. Hopefully you can still see me. I'm sure you can. I had to switch positions because my feet were going numb. I printed them birthday cards this year. I always like to do like a personal thing. So this is Cody's birthday card. And it says, your birthday it is, old you have become. I thought it was funny. It's like a Yoda thing, and then it like opens from the back. And then I printed Mackenzie this fox card, and then like wrote her a letter on the back because she really likes foxes. So I'm gonna be quiet just in case. I don't think she's like awake at all, but birthday eve she might be excited. She won't be able to hear me because she's got music in her room, and like my door's closed. This house is soundproof, so. Okay, so we just moved into this new house, as you know, so something that we got her is something she's been asking for a little while. We got her, I'm not gonna take this out, but I can show you the picture. We got her like a bed canopy, you know, those like bed canopies you hang on the ceiling and they go over your bed, and they're like this mesh. So it's like this mesh material, but it's good quality mesh material. As good quality as mesh material can be. But this one has like glow-in-the-dark stars, so that when it's all set up, it will have like twinkly stars. And I can link almost all of this. So if you would like to see any of these things, head to the description box. I will link everything I can. Some of the things we bought in person and I can't link, but I will link everything I can. This had like wonderful reviews, which is why I bought it, because I don't know, some of these things just aren't the best quality, but I'm really happy with this, and she's gonna love it, and it's gonna just make her room more personal. So we got her this. She's been asking for quite a while for one of these. Still, we're on the slime train, so she kind of asked for slime after we had already bought her everything. So Cody tonight, while he was just getting birthday supplies, he saw one thing of slime because we couldn't find any, which is so weird. So we got her like a little purple canister of slime, which would be like, oh, slime. I don't get it, but it's fine. Something else that we got her, this I can't link because I didn't buy it online. We got this if you're local to Calgary. We got this at Sentry Box, and she's, like I said in the last vlog, she's so into Harry Potter right now. It's just like getting more intense as she ages because she's now kind of the age that she relates to the characters. So she wanted Harry Potter things and has been like dropping hints. So we got her this big Gryffindor flag. Big Gryffindor flag. So we didn't actually know it was this big. Kind of excited for it. We were like, oh, it's just gonna be those like little kind of like collegey looking flags that American colleges always have, or universities, you know, and they have like those university flags. We thought it would be kind of that size, but no, it is monstrously huge and it's awesome. So if you've watched any of my like what I got my kids for Christmas or whatever, you know my daughter is a huge Barbie fan. Her and I play Barbies. She plays Barbies with her friends. Like, Barbies are a big deal. So I found this really cute one I've never seen. It's a baby Barbie that crawls. So when and it's way bigger than I thought it would be when I looked at it online. But it's like got the little like jungle gym and some toys, and this one crawls. He's so cute. So I'm really excited for that, and I didn't even know they made these, so she will be super stoked. Sorry, I just got up and like checked to make sure everybody's sleeping. I'm so paranoid. Okay, so something else we got her, she's been reading a lot lately, and I got her the first of the Nevermore series. I don't know where I heard of this. I think maybe it got recommended in a homeschool group or maybe just like online. I don't know. I have a lot of like book resources, so I can never remember where book recommendations come from. I either just like write them down or throw them in an Amazon cart so I can just like keep track of them. But I had, I think, the second book in my Amazon cart, which made me like look at the series, and then regardless, this is a really cute book and it's supposed to be really good and really interesting. My daughter really likes kind of like adventures and stuff, and true to the sticker or the print, it is $4.99, which is a great deal Canadian. So that you can't go wrong for $5 for a book. And it's quite thick, so there's 3 of them, and it's kind of, so from the synopsis that I've read, it's kind of like Harry Potter meets the Hunger Games in an age-appropriate 10-year-old sort of way, with maybe like a little bit of like series of unfortunate events in there, kind of. So I just thought this would be really cool, and I think she'll really enjoy it. I'm just always trying to stock her shelves with things she'll be like hungry to read. We did get her a second chapter book. We've gotten sudden resurgence of popularity in our house of How to Train Your Dragon. My kids play like toys with their online friends over the phone. Like, they FaceTime each other and like play toys with each other. So like the dragons have been wildly popular again, and it's something everybody can play because they all have them. And I thought it would be really fun and relative to what she's interested in right now to get her the first How to Train Your Dragon book. Apparently the books are way better and more detailed than the movie. Surprise, it always is like that, isn't it? But I've heard they're really, really good, and I totally forgot that this was even an option, the How to Train Your Dragon book series. So there's a lot of them. I think this is like, I don't know, I love books that have big series because they're great options for presents, and I love a physical book. I'm a sucker for a physical book. I like to like reread books, so I kind of am maybe passing that on to my children. Something else that I got her, so if you know anything about Mackenzie, then you know that she wants to be a wildlife conservationist when she grows up, well, before she grows up even, and she is incredibly passionate about wildlife, adventure, animals, big and small, all the creatures. So we got her this like little exploration kit, and I think it's good for like all ages. It's the box says ages 3+, but she's 10 and she'll love this. So it comes with like this little backpack, and the kit, ooh. So everything's packed in here, and I'll be honest, this is the like crappiest thing. It's about the whole kit. It's like this little net, and it's kind of like, it's just not good quality, the plastic's crap, but I've gone through this whole box and everything else is really solid. Like there's this shovel that's metal and wood, and so that's pretty good. So there's like a little shovel in there, magnifying glass, a kit of little fake bugs, which I think they'll have so much fun because my daughter really likes making games for her younger brother, and she likes to like go hide things and he has to find them, so things like that, we'll just put them on an adventure. A whistle, a little like bug catching tweezer with a little clear ball at the end so she can like observe bugs, some tweezers, a little like bug container, and it has a magnifying glass on the top, you can see that. A proper compass, which is that, like, I've opened all these. Yeah, it's like a proper little compass, which she's gonna love because her Mimi and Papa stopped by yesterday and gave her her birthday present early because they're not gonna be here tomorrow. We'll meet up with them later this weekend, but they're just gonna be gone for the day, and they got her like proper binoculars and book of Alberta birds, and she is so excited. She's been like looking through her binoculars and looking through her bird book, and we're gonna take her to the bird sanctuary this weekend so she can just identify all the birds and look at them with her binoculars. And she got like this, yeah, they're like proper real binoculars, and she's so happy. So like this, in kind of correlation with that, it just makes for one very happy little girl. This is a flashlight, but the cool thing about it is it's one of those winded, like self-sufficient flashlights where the side pops out here and you pump it, and it's just loud. That's why I don't want to do it. But it creates, like, it charges its own battery. So it's like a good little survival guide flashlight. The thing is, funny, we did not know that her grandparents were getting her like really good quality binoculars. These also come with binoculars. So this will be good to like have like a pair probably in the car, or just, you know, to play around within the yard when it's maybe not appropriate to take out like the big one, or if she's like playing a game and she doesn't, because the binoculars she got from her grandparents is a pair that like she really is going to need to take care of. So for times where she maybe just wants to not think about it so much, those will be a great option to take out. Something else I got her, maybe this seems a little weird or like babyish, but she won't think so. We've always collected these Nancy Tillman books, and we don't have all of them somehow. I think it's just because, you know, when you have a large collection of kids' books and you take them up from the library as well, and you're like, oh, we have that one. No, we don't have all of them. So it's kind of perfect timing because, I don't know, 10 years old is like full of growing pains, and it's just a really fragile time when you're trying to figure out like how you fit into the world because you're not quite a little kid anymore. And anyway, this You're Here for a Reason book, I love the whole series so much, and this was one we were missing from our collection, and I thought it was just going to be a really beautiful thing for her to read, for me to read to her, because I still read to her all the time. I don't care how old she is, I'll read her bedtime stories forever. And that she could read to her little brother, and just, I don't know, it's just something that like I felt was just the perfect timing for her, and we didn't have it, so we got her the You're Here for a Reason. I highly recommend these books if you don't know about them. They're beautiful books. Another thing we got her is this Barbie set, and it's like the babysitter set, but the reason I got this one was because, one, the little girl has dark hair, which is hard to find, and these are like the toddler Barbies, And furniture like toddler beds and things are really hard to find, so we make them or we improvise with like stuff that isn't technically like Barbie stuff. So when I saw this one that had like a little toddler bed and a little sleepy kitten and like her little pajamas glow in the dark as well, I thought this was so cute and it was a pretty good deal. So we picked this one up and I'm thinking she's gonna have so much fun. I know we'll be playing Barbies tomorrow for sure. Okay, now this is something really special. I'm so excited. If you guys know, you know what this is. So we were looking online and we were like found some okay ones, and the one we wanted was sold out, and then like everywhere. You have to be really careful buying stuff like this online because sometimes they just overcharge an arm and a leg. This is another thing that we bought from Sentry Box in Calgary. So if you're local, this is where it's from. They have a pretty good little Harry Potter section. So we bought her first wand. Oh. So this one is Hermione's wand. And it's so cute. Comes in like a purple box to look all cute and professional. And this is like actually weighted. It's a really good quality. Like it has a hard center. It must have like a metal center or something, but it's so cute. And she's gonna freak out. Like she's gonna love this so much. But it's like, oh, I'm so excited. Because the funny thing is, we're doing like our 2 times a year Harry Potter marathon. We do it in the fall and we do it Christmas Day and Boxing Day. It's, I don't know, that just became a thing. But we're in the middle of doing like our Harry Potter marathon for the fall, and we just like watch one every week on family movie night, and she still wants to do that because her birthday falls on family movie night, and since we're just doing like kind of family stuff tomorrow, she's like, yeah, we still need to watch Harry Potter, of course. So she's gonna freak out when she opens this. Okay, and last but not least for her, this is like a really big ticket item, and I've talked about this before, but I'm gonna just talk about this really briefly. We got her a new phone. Hello. So it's an iPhone. We get all our phone cases from Redbubble. So we got her a really cute case of foxes and hedgehogs and bunnies and little like woodland creatures. So I know there's a lot of opinions on phones, and I have strong opinions on phones with children as well. So like, don't judge, but I don't know, it's so easy to judge in situations like this. But in the day and age we live in, my husband and I feel like we with what she does and where she goes and like the activities she participates in, we need her to have a line of contact. And there are some really great companies that do like phones that look like phones that aren't phones. They're like GPS, and they can make a couple of calls, and that is basically, that's what we do with an iPhone. So the reason she's getting a new phone is because I film on the like latest iPhone version, because the camera ends up being practically the same as a really good quality just normal like camera. And so it makes more sense for me to film on my phone, because then I can just, it makes more sense like investment wise to invest in a really good quality phone camera. It's easier for me to film, blah 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 blah. So that means that I upgrade my iPhone like every year and a half, every 2 years, you know, whenever there's a good quality camera update, my phone gets upgraded. And when I upgrade my phone, my old phone goes to Cody, and then he has always like one version under me because he doesn't care. And then Mackenzie got her first phone last year because we needed her to have a way to contact us, and we needed to have a way to contact her, and we all just needed to be comfortable with like dropping her off at play dates or whatever, you know. If you're a parent, you know there's like this weird, we live in a weird time. And so she got her first phone on her 9th birthday, and it was like a really old version of Cody's old phone, and it's worked, but it's slow and everything. And we just upgraded our phones 2 months ago or 3 months ago, and so now we all have like this updated version, and this is like way better than the phone she has. her phone isn't holding much of a charge anymore. So anyway, it is time. She has no idea. She thinks she's stuck with that phone for like ever. So she's gonna be so stoked to get just a new phone because she watches like, and there's no we do it in a way where she's not having any access to apps or anything, or not apps. Yes, she has apps. You know what I'm trying to say? Social media. There we go. I don't want to harp and talk about phone stuff, but just know that yeah, we could buy one of those specialty phones, but this makes more sense. It's like free for us, and well, almost free. It's like it works out to being just a better situation. And if you want to give your kid a phone, whatever, that's your choice. But we do it in a way that works for our family, and we're able to make an iPhone work in a way where it doesn't really work except for what we want it to work for. Does that make sense? So anyway, we're just upgrading her phone, and she's gonna be so excited because she does not see it coming. Anyway, you guys, I talked so much. I'm sorry if this video was super long so far. Let's get to wrapping. Can I even wrap? Do I have to make these separate? No, let's just go long. Let's just do a long vlog. So let's get wrapping these, and I'm gonna put on my movie, and we need to get wrapping because it is 10:44 and I still have a whole house to decorate, and I have to make a batch of crepe batter to put in the fridge. It's gonna be a late night. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching this so far, and strap in because we're just going to wrap all these gifts now. Hi everyone, this is future me editing coming in at you. Sorry Rainbow, this version of Rainbow, but this vlog was way too long. I didn't think that showing you guys all these gifts would have taken so long, but it definitely did. So it's 30 minutes. I'm cutting it here. I'm going to give you guys the wrapping video, the wrap with me video in the next vlog. So look forward to the next Vlogtober. It will be a wrap with me. Those are super fun and cozy. Grab a cup of something lovely and just like watch a fun wrap with me. But anyway, I'm sorry I couldn't fit it in here. I'm a talker, and especially at night I start talking like crazy. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this little birthday haul. Hopefully it gave you some ideas if you have a husband that is super nerdy or does similar hobbies, or a daughter who is into the same things that my daughter is. And we will see you guys in the next one. So thank you for watching, and the wrapping video will be the next video you see. So thanks so much, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!